Hi everybody, I got a quick question for you. Do you know what the name of this plant is? I'll just set him up here. How about this plant right here? He looks kind of interesting. I do notice he's got some white spots on him that I'll have to take care of. And maybe the last one, this little guy right here. He's a cute guy. Do you know the name of this plant? And I also see he's struggling a little bit down here, so I want to address that as well. So if I want to learn the names of plants and especially how to take care of them properly, I need to find some information. But I don't want to find just any information, especially if it's unreliable. I want to find things that I can trust and people that already have some knowledge about plants. Obviously, I'm talking about research, and you are required to do some research for your essay. But we need to be careful where we get our information from. So usually we think of going to the internet to find information, and that's fine. It's an okay source. I want to talk about a better source. But if we're going to talk about the internet, we need to understand the internet is open to the general public, and the general public can put whatever they want on the internet and create websites and say things on them. I've created websites myself, and I can put information on there. What I need to do is find reliable websites, and so you're required to find at least 2 to 3 good sources of information. So if you're going to use the general internet, I want you to look for maybe a government website, especially if there's an article on there and it lists the person that wrote it and the date so we know that it's current. Maybe a university would be another good example, again with that article and the author there that's clear. Sometimes there's companies like maybe National Geographic or Time Magazine or a newspaper online. And those companies are kind of have a reputation. We understand that they're a trusted source in many ways, so we can use those as well. But we want to avoid things like Wikipedia or blogs, for example. Now, a better resource is EBSCO Host. Now, EBSCO Host is also on the internet, but it's not open to the general public. You have to have a license or a subscription to use it. Now, students and colleges and universities all have access to EBSCO Host. So do many government agencies and anywhere else that's bought that subscription. But EBSCO Host is a database. It's full of articles and journals that have already gone through the process. It's called a vetting process, where one expert writes the information, the paper does the experiment, does the study, and other experts will vet it. They will check it. They'll reproduce that experiment and make sure that what they found is accurate and consistent. And then after that, they're allowed to publish it, not just whenever they want. And if it gets published, it means that it's gone through that reliable process. And all the information is already on EBSCO Host as far as the author's name and date and everything you need for a good research paper. So I want you to use EBSCO Host, and for sure, at least once. And then if you need to use the regular general internet, you can do that as well. You'll just need to check and make sure that you're citing things properly. So what I want to do is make another video for you and show you exactly how I used EBSCO Host, how I did my research for my essay, so that you can follow along and do the same for your essay. I'm always here. Let me know if you got questions.